Hi, I'm Michael Stip with Doobius.org, and today I'm here with Herb Henderson, infamous indie filmmaker, all-around awesome guy, editor, color corrector, lighting extraordinaire, director, camera op. This man is a one-man band.
Oh wow, thanks Michael.
Herb, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I got interested in making movies when I saw behind the scenes on The Empire Strikes Back, and I was 10 years old. And I wanted to do special effects, but the only problem was I didn't have a movie camera. Friends at school did, but it was hard to coordinate. So I probably wrote my first script for a movie when I was 10, and that was 1981. But we never made that movie. So I didn't actually get to make a movie until high school when I was 16, and it was for American Lit, and it was on Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. I got a VHS camcorder for a graduation present from high school, so that's when we started making some movies, and I think within 2 years of that we were scripting, and within a year of that, which would be 91, we were on public access in Atlanta.
Oh my gosh. So how long, really have you been doing shorts, films, TV, editing?
On professional equipment since 90.
Okay.
So that'd be 22 years. But putting clips together and making stories out of them probably since 81. Usually on audio tape is what we used to use. We used tape recorders. And if we had 2 tape recorders, it was even better.
Oh my god.
And I guess drawing all the way back to 3 years old. I did my first comic book when I was 8.
So comics were your start,
Yeah.
And then The Empire Strikes Back was the desire for you to start getting into film.
Yeah, and I still couldn't make a movie, so I still drew comic books. There's a stack of comic books from high school, about that big. I guess I'm just a storyteller. That's what I prefer. I'm a storyteller. I tell stories.
Nice, very nice. The world needs great storytellers.
Well, maybe one day I can live up to that. You got half of it right.
Oh, depression.
Purr.
So Herb, since you've been doing this for 22 plus years, how has the industry changed from when you first started doing it into today's standards?
It's just gotten easier. Everything's a lot easier than it was even 10 years ago. I think it's just the tools have changed, but the passion has stayed the same. It's just easier to do things now. I mean, I guess the kid who's growing up now will have no idea that just the hell we used to go through to try to get something finished, which you pretty much either had to be a trust fund baby or working somewhere where you could sneak in after hours and do your work. And in my case, I used to volunteer at Channel 12 in DeKalb County, but you had to schedule the time and show up on a day, and I would usually spend 10 or 12 hours each Tuesday in a truck just editing our show. But when I got to Channel 14, I taught myself their gear, and I would work overnight shift. And when we got past the 2 o'clock hour, we were in a home shopping club, and there was only two switches an hour. So I would walk right across the hall and read the book and teach myself the edit. It was a BVE 9000 from Sony. It was a huge, gorgeous, multicolored keyboard with a jog and shuttle control and 4 buttons to control 4 decks.
Okay.
And just tape to tape, no overview, just all online, one chunk at a time. Did it work? I guess we'll have to go back and do it again. Do I have that much fat on that clip to spare? What's 1 frame? No, it's gotten better. It's much better, and I like that because I hate to see film go, but it's kind of nice to see film go because the price just kept going up. Nothing looks like it in the world. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's cost prohibitive. It's not feasible to get started as a filmmaker with a 16 millimeter camera. Heaven forbid a 35. And Super 8, best of luck finding one. I know there's a place overseas that manufactures them still, and people still split 16 millimeter film up the middle to make Super 8 out of it, but it's not just buying the film or the camera. Once you get it shot, you're going to have it developed. And you'll probably have to send that out of state. It's gotten better. It's a lot better. And I like to see those old workflows going away because they're tiresome and cumbersome and tedious. And the more we can adapt and accept change in an industry that's constantly changing, the better filmmakers will probably be.
The changing of technology and things getting easier, is that something that, I know you kind of answered it before, but is it something that you look forward to, like as the years go and the technology gets better and better and things potentially get easier and easier? Do you feel that kind of takes away from some of the magic or the passion like that you had back in the day for making films?
Absolutely not. And I can back that up by saying the one real film I shot on film, I tried to edit on film. And I have the highest regard and undying respect for the men who used to sit at the table with a crank in this hand and a crank in this hand and a moviola in front, trying to keep that stuff moving. It's just awful. Beautiful, because we made it work. As a series of innovative creatures of inspiration, we figured out a way to splice and dice motion pictures and make them tell a better story instead of just off the shoulder. But that system, I never wanted to lay eyes on it again.
Thank you, Herb. Thank you, Herb, for your time.